everyone, and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. Hoy estoy aquí con mi querido amigo. Por favor, amigo, preséntate.
Hola, pues mi nombre es Tyrone y soy de Londres y ahora mismo yo vivo en la ciudad de Valencia, en España.
¡Qué guay!
Sí.
A ver, Tyrone, en español completamente hoy, dos británicos hablando en jamaicanos británicos.
Sí.
Hablando en español. Qué raro, gente, qué raro.
Sí.
A ver, porque normalmente hablamos en inglés.
Claro.
Así que no sé si esto va a ser difícil. ¿Va a ser difícil?
No, es que porque no estoy acostumbrado de hablar contigo en español, entonces me siento un poco raro, pero bueno.
A ver, ¿qué nivel de español tienes tú ahora mismo?
De hecho, yo no sé porque no he hecho una prueba de, ¿sabes? Mi nivel, entonces yo no sé, pero creo que quizás estoy al nivel de, pues, entre B1 y B2, quizás.
Vale.
No es difícil para entender cosas, creo que mi gramática es muy bueno. Pero depende de la situación o con quién estoy hablando. Si tengo un poco de ansiedad o la persona no me hace sentir cómodo, a veces pierdo el camino.
¿Vale? Pero aquí tenemos muchísima paciencia,
Sí,
así que...
siento
poco a
cómodo
poco.
contigo y
Ah.
está fluyendo más, creo,
Sí.
que normal.
Es que soy familia.
Sí.
A ver, vamos a ver. ¿No hiciste GCSE Spanish o A-Level?
No, para nada.
¿Qué idioma hiciste en el instituto?
Al final elegí el francés. Pero
ok.
eso fue por motivos malos, porque en nuestra escuela esa tutor o profesora no podía controlar la clase.
Sí,
la clase.
la clase.
Sí, mira. Entonces hemos elegido esa clase para marearlo, para, ¿sabes?
Y pasarlo
Despistar.
bien, sí, sí. O sea, un mal alumno.
Sí,
Qué
sí.
fuerte, qué fuerte, qué fuerte.
Ya, y de repente eso porque podía aprender francés muy bueno o español también, porque español era la otra opción.
Sí, sí, sí.
Pero en aquella época es que no tenía, ¿cómo se llama? No quería aprender el
Claro.
español allá,
Sí,
en
sí, sí.
esa época.
No tenía ganas.
Sí,
Sí, sí, sí,
So,
sí.
Y mira, ahora mismo estoy hablando español, vivo en España, es
Sí.
que, madre mía.
Ya. Siempre viene bien aprender un idioma, es lo que estás diciendo, ¿no?
A ver,
Así que nada. Hoy vamos a estar viendo vocabulario de clase que soléis ver en clase vosotros en español, ¿ok? Y cosas que soléis traducir a vuestra manera. Tengo 10 frases y les voy a decir y vas a intentar traducirlos a tu manera y voy a decir si lo dicen ellos así o no, ¿vale?
Sí,
Empezamos.
vale, vamos.
Vale, la primera es to sit an exam. Now I saw this written and I thought, oh my gosh, I absolutely need to do a class on this. To sit an exam, how would you say it in Spanish?
Creo que he escuchado en el pasado,
Ajá.
pero no sé si recuerdo bien. Toma exámenes.
¿Sí? Ok, bien, vale. ¿Hacer un examen o examinarse? ¿No?
Hacer un examen.
Sí, 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 exactamente.
Sí.
O examinarse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sí.
but sometimes we tend to translate word for word. So in vez de,
Yeah.
I've seen nos sentamos un examen, and
No,
we have to remember that we cannot, in these cases, translate word for word. So to sit an exam is not literally to sit as we do in English, but it's actually to do an exam. Examinarse o hacer un examen. Genial. The next one I've got, which is to resit. I'm giving you a mark in you. I'm giving you a mark at the end of this. So to resit. So imagine you didn't pass that exam and you have to resit. We say resit. How would you say it in Spanish?
I want to say retomar un examen,
Okay.
pero I think it's wrong.
Okay, vale. Hacer una recuperación de examen, ¿eh?
I know that word, but I wouldn't obviously have used it.
Yeah. Hacer el examen de recuperación. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's typical, like all British people or English speaking people tend to have trouble with that one. Okay. All right. The next one, revise. And yeah, so you have your exams, you have to revise. How would we say revise in Spanish?
I've heard this word before in Spanish, but now to remember.
What do you think most students say for revise?
Revisar.
Yes, that is exactly right. But it's not revisar. Revisar is to like to check. You have a checkup. You go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You know.
I know the word, but because I don't. I wanted to say like these type of vocabulary words are words that. Because I didn't study Spanish,
yeah.
If I studied Spanish, I would know.
Exactly.
But it's this type of vocabulary is not what I use day to day.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like outside of what I usually use.
Yeah, and this is classroom language.
Yeah, if I was doing GCSE Spanish, I probably would know these words off by heart, you know.
Exactly. So the word that you guys should be using is repasar.
Yeah, I know this word. Yeah.
Tip of the tongue.
Yeah. I would have used repasar, like, if I was telling someone to clean something.
Yeah.
I would say, hay que repasar el suelo.
Claro.
Because you didn't clean it properly. Like, I would have used it in that context.
Yeah, because you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, fail. I saw this being used as, in an exam, they failed an exam, fracasar. Because fracasar is in fact fail.
This was the first word I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you know what it should be in fact?
Fallido?
Fallar? I think you're thinking of fallar, but no. It begins with the letter S though.
No. When you say it, I'm sure I'll know it.
Suspender. He suspendido el examen. Suspender. Suspendí el examen.
Suspender.
Sí. Suspender.
But it sounds like suspend in English,
yeah.
which means to halt something.
Exactly. So to suspend, like when you say you can't come back to school because you've been naughty, you've been suspended.
Yeah, suspended. Yeah.
But there's a lot of false friends.
False friends.
So you have to be careful with the false friends because there's a lot of them. Okay, let's move on to the other because you have to get back home. You pass a test. False friends again.
Wait, I think I know this one. Aprobar.
Very good. It is in fact aprobar. But what do you think the majority of GCSE children say? Students rather. Pasar.
Yeah.
Yes, that was an obvious one.
Yeah.
That was an obvious one. We can read each other's minds, I think, because obviously you translate quite literally from English to Spanish.
Yeah.
Next one, which is to cheat on a test.
I don't know if I know this one.
So to cheat like on a person, do you know what it is to cheat on a person?
Okay, let me think in a relationship way.
Yeah, in a relationship.
Engañar.
Engañar. But when you cheat on a test?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. No.
How do you think a GCSE student would have translated this into Spanish?
Okay, let me think in a more literal way. Robar una respuesta o no sé, algo muy raro así.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, yeah.
I would say hacer trampa. But hacer trampa is generally to cheat, like into playing a game. But in an exam setting, I would say hacer trampa. But there's another way,
but
you know, when you...
It has a different meaning.
It does,
like
but...
no?
Yes, it does as well. Kids tend to roll things up and put the answers in their pens, or the girls write the answers on their legs.
Wow.
That's got another name. If you guys can think of what this is, let me know down below. ¿Vale? Cuando no haces muy bien en el examen y haces trampa, ¿cómo se llama esa expresión? Porque yo creo que esa es una que tiene otra explicación que igual no es exactamente trampa, pero es hacer... ¿Sabes lo que te digo?
Yeah. Also, something else that came to my mind, I was thinking the word estafar.
No, but estafar is more like come with money or like it's not with an exam.
Okay.
I think the exact translation that young people would use would be hacer chuleta.
Oh, okay.
Chuleta is like meat, like
La chuleta de cerdo. Yeah.
hacer chuleta. So I love that one. It's really funny. But if you guys can think of another one to share with us, absolutely share. We would love to hear another way of saying this because I think depending on your region,
Exactly, yeah.
it might be something else.
Local slang.
Exactly. Get in trouble.
Okay, the first thing which I thought of is just probably definitely wrong. No. Ponerme en riesgo.
That's to risk yourself though. Not exactly. And though kids try to translate this in the literal form, the way that I would say, and again, there are lots of ways to say this.
O ponerme en negro.
En negro. What does that mean? What does that mean? If you understood that, translate
Is that a real phrase though?
But I don't.
It can have many meanings maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but not in this.
Yeah.
I would say from this, meterse en problemas or meterse en líos.
I've heard both of these before. Yeah, I just don't use them in my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not at secondary school anymore.
Well, yeah, and I'm never really in trouble as such.
Yeah.
So.
A good student here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's telling us. To do homework.
Hacer deberes.
Very good. Hacer los deberes.
Los
Muy bien.
deberes.
Los deberes. This one I always find really funny when kids ask for this in class. Because in England we would say, can I have a bit of A4 paper please? How would you say A4 paper? They're like, A4, papel de A4. Pero es que eso suena un poco raro en España.
Could you say hoja? Una hoja de A4?
Or just folio. ¿Me das un folio, por favor? Un folio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I feel as though this is not an indication of your level of Spanish, but just the fact that you did not study Spanish and this is purely classroom language.
Okay.
So for the last one, what teachers always say, get on with it. Get on with your work. Just get on with it. Get on with your work.
Vamos ya. I don't know.
A casa.
Yeah.
Vamos ya a casa. Get on with it.
Hazlo. I don't know.
A trabajar, yo
A
diría.
trabajar.
Trabajando, chicos. A trabajar. Yeah. Get on with it.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel after this test? Do you feel as though perhaps you need to study a little bit more, or do you think this was just unfair because you have not been in the classroom context?
No, I find it very interesting. And some things, like I mentioned many times, that when I heard the answer, it's things, well, if I'm using English correctly, the answers that you gave me, most of them I already knew, but because I didn't or don't use them regularly, it wasn't something that came to mind straight away.
Absolutely.
But the folio thing, I've heard the word folio, but I've never had to use it in any...
In this sort of context. Yeah.
A trabajar, I mean, obviously you do your... For me, trabajar is for adults. I wouldn't really use it for kids.
No,
like,
but...
A estudiar, maybe I would have said, or something different.
Pero es tu trabajo, a trabajar. Vale, trabajando, chicos.
Yeah. So, I find it interesting. Yeah.
Well, okay, since this was classroom language, I'm going to give you a generous C.
Okay. Okay.
Just because I think you were able to translate everything, but you're not familiar with the classroom language, but your level of Spanish is obviously really good. So obviously this is not for you. This was to help us out because you're a good friend, and for you guys, he wanted to be a good sport. So muchísimas gracias.
Pues gracias por tenerme aquí.
Eso es. And tell
Yeah.
them where they can find you so they can follow you.
So, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called King Chameleon's Eye. So es el ojo del rey camaleón en español, creo. And also I have an Instagram which is called King Chameleon's Eye also. And I'm sure my lovely friend will put my links in the description box.
100%.
Yeah.
So go and follow him. And yeah, you'll see him again.
Yes.
Y pues nada, un abrazo y hasta pronto. Gracias por estar aquí. And guys, with that, we're going to leave you. Have a fantastic rest of the week and we will see you soon. Adios.
Adios.
Bye.